Okay, Math 1, 5A.6, is it geometric? So we have been talking about arithmetic sequences mostly. Now we're going to talk about geometric. Arithmetic means you add or subtract. Geometric means that you multiply or divide. So with arithmetic, you had a common difference. This time we're going to have a common ratio. The ratio we're going to call R. So R equals. So determine if the sequence is geometric. So first we have like a yes/no question. And then if it is, find the common ratio, find our R, and then find the next three terms after the last one given. So let's start off deciding, can we multiply from 4 to get 20? Well, yeah, we'd multiply by 5. From 5 to 100, we multiply by 5. And from 100 to 500, we would also multiply by 5. So each time we multiply by 5, R equals 5. All right, to get the next three terms, just like what we did with arithmetic, we'd have our three blanks, and this time we're going to have to multiply by 5. Not we're going to add or subtract something, but we multiply by 5. So we'll have 500 times 5. Well, that's 2,500. Then we multiply by 5 again, we get 12500. Multiply by 5 another time, and we get 62500. So there we are. We have R, our common difference, and we have our next three terms. Number 2, how could we multiply from -1 to get -2? Well, -1 times 2, so times 2 is -2. -2 times 2 is -4. Then we multiply by 2 again. And we're multiplying by a positive 2, right? Because they stay negative. If it was a -2, they would oscillate. So R is 2. And then we need to find the next three. So we're going to multiply by 2, then 2 again, then 2 again. -8 times 2 is -16. -16 times 2 is -32. -32 times 2 is -64. If you wanted to use a calculator, you'd be welcome to do that, but I just knew I could do those in my head. All right, so that is number 2. Number 3. Well, this actually is a whole lot like number 2 if you look. We just started at the -4 instead of starting at -1. Do we see that? This is actually the same sequence except a different starting point. So we need to do that, just like in the last one. So R equals 2 again, and we get -64, -128, and then -256. All right, number 4. From 4 to 16, we could multiply by 4. From 16 to 64, I think that's multiplying by 4. Let's check. 16 times 4. Yep. What is times 4 again? All right, so it looks like our ratio is going to be 4. And then we need to multiply another, I don't know, what is it, 3 times to get our next three terms. So I'll multiply by 4, and I get 1024. I multiply by 4 again. I get 4096. And multiplying one more time, and I get 16384. That's that. Number 5. How could we go from 1 to 3? Well, the only way to do that would be to multiply by 3. From 3 to 6, you'd have to multiply by 2. And then 6 to 10, I'm not even sure if there's a nice way to do that. But we notice that we have 3 and 2 here. This one is not geometric. So we're done with that problem. There's nothing else we can do. Here, from 1 to 5, we multiply by 5. 5 to 25, again, we multiply by 5. Another multiply by 5. So our common ratio is 5. And to get our next three terms, we're going to take 125, we multiply by 5, and we get 625. Multiply by 5 again, we get 3125. And one last time, we get 15625. All right, that's number 6. Number 7, how do we get from -3 to -12? Well, we could multiply by 4. And then 12 to 48 also is multiplying by 4. And 48 to 192, I think, isn't 4, but let me check. -48 times 4. Yep, looks like it. So our common ratio is 4. And it's a positive 4 because they're not oscillating between negative and positive. So now I need to take -192 and multiply by 4. So I get -768. I can multiply by 4 again. I get -3072. And one more time, I get -12288. There we are. Number 8. How could we get to 6 from 3? Well, we could multiply by 2. 6 to 12, we multiply by 2. 12 to 24, we multiply by 2. So our common ratio is 2. In our next terms, we're going to have 24 times 2 is going to be 48. This was 24 times 2. And then 48 times 2 is going to be 56. Multiply by 2 there. And then we got 112 for our last term. Ooh, hold on. I'm sorry, I messed up. 48 times 2 is not 56. I don't know where I got that from. Let me just type that in. 48 times 2, I get 96. There, that's a little bit better. 96, and then times 2 again. Maybe I should use a calculator. 192. All right, there's the correct answer. There we go. All right, that's it.